And we're back with more Myst, which we've actually finished, but something has been added. Oh, whose tombstone is that? Let's see. Give me a sec. Well, what's this? Wait, oh. My friend, now that you have seen the destruction wrought by Cirrus and Achenar, you no doubt have a very specific idea of who they were. Greedy, envious, hateful men. But there is one more age to turn. One more page to turn. One last age where I hope you might see them as I did, as my sons. Oh! Rime, I've named it. Silence. Although the wind blows on occasion when it ceases, but seeming structure of the books is ever more perplexing. Particular brand. Of course, the chance of using a blank leaking book to find one specific age amongst the infinite variations that must. Dude, right? Playing Mistcraft on like that on Minecraft. Oh my gosh, it's difficult. Anyway, like searching for specific sand on the beach. The only workable solution is to focus the connection of damage and usable leaking. Yep. I also like to find the cause of the mysterious lights at the side of the darkness here. Though I never assumed that I would be able to build especially fast here, the speed at which I am processing is Rime. I've named it. Desolate. Oh, there it is. Somewhat disappointing. I do think I will bring Cirrus and Achenar as well as some of the machinery from Selenetic. Achenar chose to stay with Catherine, and while Cirrus was unhappy about the prospect of exploring a new age without his brother, he was still excited to come. He has spent the last few days here with me, helping me with the beginning phases of construction. He too seems to enjoy the ice and cold weather. He's intrigued with the crystals that we have brought with us. He has been a big help as of others. Hope to be able to begin my experiments here soon. Tonight, Cirrus and I found a wondrous spot to view the lights, although it seems they decided to hide from us. After sitting in the cold winds for over 2 hours, we saw nothing. It was rather disappointing. Cirrus will return to Myst tomorrow. He's been a tremendous aid to me, and I am thankful for his willingness to help. He's excited to tell Achenar about his adventures, and it's clear to me how much he has missed his brother's company, which is weird because they were blaming each other at the beginning of this game, but the hard part of the construction is over, although I've decided after tonight that I would like to add some kind of observation post. I won't be finished as, although wind blows on occasion when it ceases, there is a suffocating silence that falls on this place, broken only by the distant cries of unseen creatures. I visited 3 times and am now sure that this age will provide the environment I need. I won't be as finished as soon as I had hoped. There we go. Although I'm fairly certain it will be worth the delay in the long run. Who decided to take a break from the construction now that the tunnel is almost complete? I mean, there's a tunnel. I am quite convinced that with the right refraction, certain properties of the ink can be stimulated. When I try to explain my theory to Catherine, she laughs and tells me I'm trying to hold infinity in a bottle. She laughs and I laugh. Figures. Maybe she is right, but I must try regardless. I came too close to success on Everdunes. Besides, if all that comes from this effort is time spent with my sons, it will have been worthwhile. Yay. Fairly certain now that the temperature indeed does have an effect. Refractive properties of the crystal. I realize that temperature alone is not enough. Each crystal responds differently to the lower temperatures. Let's try and wait for it to figure itself out. Each crystal responds differently to the lower temperatures, and controlling the particulars is proving challenging. Perhaps focusing on another more attainable goal in the short term will help. I should finish the shaft to my observation post while I have the machinery here, perhaps tomorrow morning. The lights were beautiful again last night. They had not shown themselves for so long that I almost forgotten their beauty. I still must find the cause. I'm feeling rather overwhelmed with what remains to be done. I have made no progress on the crystals, the shaft is not finished, nor the observation post, or even the lab. I have not seen Catherine for some time, and I long to spend more time with Akinar and Cirrus. Besides all that, there are far away in the back of my mind the thoughts of my people in our lost city. I dreamt again of them last night. Ah, the Dunny? Sorry. Do. I've seen the city in its worst condition, and still, its beauty overwhelmed me. Even now, as I visualize how majestic it is to have been before the destruction caused by Veovis and Agaris, it amazes and saddens me. Do I remember them from the books? Because I've read the books and I'm trying to remember. Oh no, it must be time to reread. I'm certain that Dunny is not dead as my father believed. I'm convinced that there must be some who managed to escape the destruction and even now continue to survive in separate ages. Within me is an urging to take the chance of return to Dunny to find these survivors and properly rebuild our city. However, I can do nothing until I'm certain of the fate of my father. He is trapped. We're good. If my plan failed, if I miss a single book when attempting to trap him on Riven, then he has been free all along. And that is true. If that is true, then all that stands between him and the ages I have now written is the link from Dunny to Myst. As much as I do wish to return to Dunny, without knowing the fate of my father, I can risk re-establishing that link. I must observe my father without re-establishing that link. It has been several years and there have been many dead ends, but the solution is out there somewhere. I know it. At least I can hope. Catherine will have her ideas about all of these things, and I miss her greatly. I will return to Rime later when my mind is cleared. 2735. This seems like a very important page. Picture. Hmm. Okay. Part of me wants to say it's down here, but I'm not 100% sure. Nope. Hmm. Did that do something? No. Oh. Okay. I forgot that I don't actually have to take the picture on my phone. Up, controller, picture, screenshot. Um. Hmm. It's. Oh. It's on this thing. Hmm. I wonder if I made it so that I could actually go in now. If that's the door that I'm rotating. Oh. Uh-oh. Okay. All right. All right. Okay. 273. This is so cool. Oh, heck. Oh. Oh. Oh, so pretty. Definitely cold. Am I bundled up? Turn on the heater. I need more wood. It's cold. Everything's frozen. Can't go anywhere till it's unfrozen. Okay. Oh, I need to follow. There we go. Let's go upstairs first. This is probably where I'm going to find the notes. Akinar's journal. Oh, another gift journal from Father. He doesn't quite get that I barely used to use it again. Here I am writing in it, so I guess I shouldn't complain. It's always a kind gesture. My brother was right. The lights in the sky are unbelievable to see firsthand. The way they dance and shimmer behind the clouds fills me with a kind of peace that's hard to put into words. Oh, look, it's a picture of Dad. Sirius paces when he's either trying to work out a difficult problem or when he's upset. Tonight it's upset pacing, head down, staring at the floor, big wide stride. Usually I just let him stew until he sorts it out, but he's been going on for hours like this. Guess I'll just have to be the big brother and talk him through it. Turns out he was upset because he thinks Father's ideas for the crystals are wrong and he's too nervous to admit it to him. I always knew Father's opinions mattered a lot to Sirius, but he needs to get past this idea that Father can never be wrong. Another gift journal from Father. He doesn't quite get that oh. Working outside for too long causes a dull ache behind my eyes. Even the normal light here is off somehow. I'm not sure how to deal with it. Maybe my brother's thick skull blocks it out. Sirius, if you're reading this, that was a joke. Don't go crying to Father. Father asked me to help him design and build a device for cutting the crystals into thin sheets. From the big grin on Sirius's face, it's clear that this was the idea he was afraid to share. Looks like I was right. Again. This little brat thinks he's being so sneaky. I'm watching you over there, scribbling down your little plans. Look at you. You think no one knows what you're planning, but I do. Guess I'll have to keep an eye on him. Stupid child! Stupid pea-brained idiot! I was right. He snuck out to watch for the stupid whales. Slipped and cracked his head on some ice. Could have gone right over the edge if I hadn't been there. Writing just so I have something to put my mind to. His injury seemed severe at first, but after cleaning it, I can see it isn't that serious. Sorry. A big scrape on his side and a really good knock on the head were the worst of it. He begged me to not tell Father, as if there was any chance I would. As clever as he is, Sirius is still a child. Still just told Father Sirius fell ill and needed a day to sleep it off. He nodded and immediately asked me to help him with his work. I knew he cares for us both, but would it kill him to at least be a little concerned? Though I have to admit, it was nice to spend the day working together, just us. It's been a long time since we've done that. Father absorbed in the final touches of his book device, so I doubt he'll notice if I repurpose. So he cares, he just... Yeah. Repurpose some of the leftover parts from Stone Ship. I have a little project of my own in mind. Shouldn't take more than a few hours if I just bolt the entire thing to a railing. Father's device works. Being able to see Channelwood without physically being there is truly unbelievable. For all their kind words about how much I contributed, I know this is more of their achievement than mine. They deserve to be proud. Hello? Alright. Cirrus. Property of Cirrus. It's very exciting to see one of Father's ages as soon as he completes it. Usually he makes us wait so long before allowing us to visit. He told me Rime would be cold, but I was still completely surprised by just how much breathing in the air hurt. Right? Father gave me this journal for my Rime observations. He said that Akinar would also get one when he visits, and not to spoil the surprise. I hope I can convince my mother to come next time. Now that I'm more used to the cold, I can see how beautiful this place is. Father's skill with the art is amazing. Father explained his theories about my Everdune crystal today. He wants to try to build a machine to view ages without linking to them. He hopes that the crystals will reflect light through the linking panels and show what's on the other side. It sounds impossible, but I know he can figure it out. I've begun my experiments on the crystals. Father asked me to find a way to control how much each crystal refracts light. He even gave me my own workspace just like this. Just like his. I'll start by leaving each crystal out in the cold for different lengths of time to see if different temperatures changes anything. I can solve this, I know it. Father asked me to return home to Myst. I hope it's not because I'm distracting him. I know I have a lot of questions, but he asked me to do these experiments. I just want to keep trying to figure it out. Akinar decided to join me this time. Watching us chuck at the coal was very amusing. Father has built more dwelling space, and now we have a wonderful spot to view the lights. He asked us to help him finish the construction, but soon I will return to my crystal experiments. Come up with some new ideas while away that I'm excited to test. I'm not having much success with the crystals. The amount of refraction is always changing. I can't seem to get a constant reading. It's very frustrating. But I realized something. I think Father's approach might be wrong. There's just no way to get reliable refraction from these crystals like this. I think I have an idea how to solve it, but I don't know how to bring it up. I don't want to sound foolish to Father. Maybe he knows best, and I just don't see things like he does. Akinar encouraged me to tell Father about my idea, so at last I did. He called it brilliant. He started working with. He started working with. He started working with Akinar to build a machine to cut the crystals straight away. It's nice to see my ideas accepted so quickly without being told they're unworkable or unsound. We're back from Myst again. It was a nice break from all the snow and ice. Father asked us to return to Rime without him, which he only does when he needs to talk to Mother about something serious. Why can't they just say what they want in front of me? I'm not a child anymore. When I'm grown to have sons of my own, I won't ever hide serious things from them. We finally saw the whales tonight. We hear their song once in a while, but they've never come close enough for us to see it until now. From the big cliff behind the observation tower, we saw a massive whale appear in the cave, followed by two smaller ones. Father said there were three of them, just like us. Then he laughed and called us his little whale calves, which got a groan from me and a handful of snow from Akinar. I wanted to stay out and keep watching, but Father lectured me about how it was too dangerous to be there alone. I protested, but he just gave me that sad look. And then he falls and hurts himself. That means let it go. I'm so sorry, Father and Mother. If I die, I'm so sorry. My brother bandaged me up and said that my thick skull protected me, but I know it could have been a lot worse if he hadn't found me. Akinar, thank you, and I'm sorry. I've been back working with Father for a few days now, but I've been too tired to write. I need to take breaks to sit and rest because my side still aches quite a lot. Akinar keeps giving me looks, but I'll be okay. I want to see this to the end. We're getting very close. We're very close to completing the crystal imager, but I'm really nervous. What if it doesn't work? What if we have to start all over again? It sounds like we'll find out tomorrow. It works! We saw Myst Island. We were even able to see Stone Ship by Meh. I hear the whales. No. We were even able to see Stone Ship by my lenses. I can't believe it. My brother and I keep going back and forth between books, reading out the lens setting and viewing each age over and over again as if it were a game. Father seems more relieved that the work is finally completed. I'm sure he misses Mother too. I can't wait to return home and tell her what we did. Do those match? Do. They're different. Really looks like a Viking shield. It's haunted. It's fog. Low mist. Mist. So for the go. What? Wow. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah. Oh. I don't know if I can. What else there was up to do up there? Di- All right. I can go to Myst. Rime, Volume 2. Before spending any more time with my experiments, I've decided that I must finish construction. I brought both Cirrus and Achenar this time. The shaft is almost finished, as is the observation post. Both birds prefer inside, where it's warm, protected from the cold. Neither of them shows any real desire to leave. I cannot remember the last time my son spent so much time with me in an age. Last night, Cirrus came to me with the hypothesis that may solve the crystal refraction issue entirely. His suggestion that involved cutting the crystal into thin lenses before attempting to filter light through. An idea that came to him while thinking about the properties of my eyeglasses. I can't help but smile at the idea of Cirrus watching me stare through the solution right on my nose. Right? It is an unconventional approach, but his reasoning is sound. With Akenar's help, I believe we can repurpose some of the equipment already in the workroom to fashion these crystal lenses. Progress on the lenses is slow, as the crystals are prone to shatter if handled incorrectly. Despite the setbacks, my sons are wholly engrossed in the task. Seeing them work together gives me great hope for the future. I long for the day I can bring them to Dunny to see its beauty for themselves. I know they will prove themselves indispensable to any restoration effects I might undertake. Eventually, I will need to tell them about Riven, but there's much to do before it becomes a concern. The lenses have been completed. Tonight we return to Myst Island and to Catherine. It's been too long without the warmth of either, and we all deserve a break. Well, there, I'll need to collect some additional linking books. It brings me no joy, but the only way to test the device is to intentionally damage several of them, so the device can still create a focused image. We only spent a day with Catherine before returning. I was still working up the courage to ask her for it, but before I could begin speaking, she had placed the book in my hands. It was the waterlogged linking book to Riven I had thrown into the sea the moment we were back in Myst, free of my father. I knew destroying the book was only a symbolic gesture, but the description book still remains in Kavir. But I was young and angry. I remember Catherine swimming out to retrieve it despite my objection. You should keep it. You may want it later, she told me. At the time, the idea upset me. Why would I want a reminder of that place? But once again, she was right. We said our goodbyes, and I returned to Rime, humbled by her foresight and love, as well as the note she had secretly tucked under the book's cover. It has been several days with no progress. No matter how we alternate the lenses, only the faintest, blurriest images appear. Did I damage the books too severely? Is the number of lenses too few or too many? The number of variables feels insurmountable. The boys find their own methods of encouragement. They have not given up hope, and so I must follow their example. For now, I've decided to refocus my efforts on the light in the light sky. Although I originally thought the effect to be a organic one, I believe it now to be an electromagnetic in origin. I think the effect could be triggered somehow. It's something that we will have to try. I doubt either of my sons was expecting the amount of work it would take. It has turned out to be a challenge working above the cold waters where the wind cuts through clothing and skin like a sharp knife. Still, even amidst the dark cold, they are driven to complete the task. It is a side of them I have not seen before. The towers are finished. The power they require is conducted directly through the saline sea, alleviating the need for wires and enabling us to locate the towers a comfortable distance away. We are close now. Tomorrow, after adjusting the voltage, we will know how close. This morning, as we worked, I noticed Akinar rubbing his eyes and groaning under his breath. Until now, I had simply assumed it was fatigue, but he then asked if Sirius or I ever got headaches from how strange the light is here compared to other ages. Took a few moments for the full weight of his observation hit me. Hakinar had inadvertently noticed that the frequency of the visible light in Rime is completely unique to this age. Something so important yet so subtle that it had gone unseen thus far. Of course, the lenses could not focus the linking panels of the books. They were calibrated assuming the standard frequency range. We shall repurpose the towers to allow the manipulation of the lights in the sky and project it through the lenses, giving us much finer control. We will need to find the correct combined frequency and construct an additional tower to transfer the light to the imaging device. But I believe that work will go quickly. We are so close now, I can feel it. 1400. Another hard day, but we have erected the final tower. I'm too tired to write tonight. Tomorrow we test Akinar's theory. Akinar's theories have been some kind of shared secret they are keeping from me. I admit to great curiosity about what it could be, but I believe it's better to let them have something that is theirs alone. Truth be told, I'm glad to see them relying on each other more. No, your son got injured and the other one's hiding it. You should care. But I understand. It has taken longer than I could have imagined, but this morning we were able to get nearly perfect view of an aged roots damaged book. It's an incredible sensation, like standing in two worlds at once. It's so much more than I could have done alone. The boys are so proud, and I want to return to Miss Island immediately to tell their mother about it, which is just as well. It's time they learned about Riven. It's Catherine and the two boys, I'm assuming. Oh. What are the duties? No. Oops. Oh. No, it goes to Channelwood. Oh my gosh. Hey. This needs to go to 1. And it goes to teal. 4. At blue. 7. Oh. Right. That's right. This is gonna be pink. Yellow at 10. Is it stone ship? It is stone ship. Oh my gosh. I know I'm going too far, but I really want to see if I can figure this one out. Because I'm assuming ribbon. That one's 12. At blue. Oops. Oh, that's gonna be different. How long have I? Emmy. Hmm. I don't know. That's a lot. And my brain isn't awake enough. But I can come here anytime I want. I know how to get in. That looks like the ribbon symbol, but okay. For now, I can go back. And we've basically explored Rime. We've found what they needed. Like the love that he actually had for his sons, even though he didn't realize what they were doing. So, there we go. Hope you enjoyed. Until next time, have a nice week.